Thank you for clicking on this video. If you enjoy what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell to stay up to date with our latest content.
And hey, don't forget, check out our Patreon where you can be part of the dream and enjoy this transaction.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, which I think is already passed, and Happy Kwanzaa, and any other celebration during winter solstice you are currently having. This is the Microtransaction. I'm your host, Chris. Today I am joined by the great deliverer himself, Liquid. Liquid, how you doing?
Dude, I am very well. Dude, just been watching some Halo where HCS is going on. You're having a blast. Just loving it. This morning I woke up early on my day off. You're probably wondering why. To play a few rounds of golf with my brother. Fuck Frank. But I was playing golf, getting upset because I'm not where I want to be, not where I feel like I should be. Last time I had a better game than this time, so I'm just all over the place right now. You just one body, one temporary body filled with tons of emotion. I can't deal with this sometimes. No, I'm kidding. I'm good though. I'm great, dude. I'm great. Got a little drink to drown the sorrows away. That's always the solution. Am I right?
I say we're drinking sorrows away, or are we drinking to Team Optics victories, baby? You know what I'm saying?
Gaming,
Team Optics.
hashtag green wall. By the way, I also wanted to say, because we mentioned the holidays, I also want to throw in there Happy New Year, because we may not see them in the new year, and I'm sure you'll explain why.
And you know what? Something even more special, I want to say to one of our Patreons, happy birthday, Ani. Her birthday is on New Year's Day. And, New Year's Day babies are like Christmas babies. They get lost in the shuffle of it all. But you know what? Y'all are a special breed.
Yep.
So happy birthday to y'all. But little housekeeping before we get into our Stalker 2 NFT debacle. PlayStation, hot and fresh or old and musty? And Ubisoft, Splinter Cell, not as good as Metal Gear. We agree. Anyway, that's not the topic. Is we're gonna talk about Splinter Cell. But before all that, guys, we decided that microtransaction. The end of the year, it's about spending time with the family and the ones you love the most. So we're gonna take a couple weeks off, but don't get us wrong. After January 1st, we'll be back at it like a bad habit, delivering all the news you love to hear from us. Okay, but we're gonna have a little vacation, spend times with our loved ones, and we hope you do the same. Absolutely. And if you really miss us that bad, go back in time. Watch a couple of the old ones. Remember the good times.
Oh yeah,
we're there for you.
There's tons of content on there.
Yeah, and we love to give it to you. Okay,
Absolutely.
We're just taking a little 2 weeks off to spend time with our loved ones. You do the same. But yeah, Liquid, do you have any plans for Christmas out of the ordinary? What's going on?
Not much. Just gonna spend some time with the family. Maybe see my parents. Go to Ani's house, see her parents. It's funny because Ani's family celebrates Christmas Eve. My family mostly celebrates Christmas Day, so it works out perfectly. So I'll probably I'll go to her house in the eve, and then I'll go to my mom's house in the day, or my parents' house in the day. And yeah, that's about it. Not really doing anything special, not doing anything different. For New Year's, I plan on taking Ani to Maggiano's. It's one of her favorite restaurants, Italian restaurant. So I'll probably be going there. And yeah, I don't know. That's about it. What about you? Any plans on your end?
Honestly, just a bunch of family stuff. I feel like it's gonna be snuck up on me.
Yeah. All the kids, boy, they gonna be there. They gonna be running around.
Yeah. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be family. There's a party for New Year's Eve that I've already been invited to, and I'm like, do I do that? Is there a family thing? It depends, what's going on. And do you have any New Year's resolutions, my friend?
Ooh, I never even thought about that.
I know I kind of sprung it up.
Yeah, but the thing is that usually every year I do think of something, and I guess I got nothing right now. But you better believe that come New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, I got something in the works. I'll have something up. What about you?
Well, if I want to be the person I've always wanted to be. And that's my New Year's resolution. That's a multi-tier thing. I'm going to fix the diet up situation, get back on the life goals, fix my feet situation, but mostly importantly, I want to start consistently live streaming, having a situation where we can get to you guys and enjoy the great gameplay together.
Absolutely.
Because I love you guys. You guys who watch the show, you're the real ones. And I want you to experience video games with your boy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, with your boy means mostly Halo.
Yeah.
But you know, that's kind of where we're at right now.
But-
You might want, and like, the thing is, I want to play with y'all too. Don't
Yeah.
get it twisted.
And-
Like, if you're out there.
To be fair, if you haven't caught a stream with Chris hosting, it's pretty entertaining. Go check it out. We've got some even in the VODs there. You can check out on YouTube. But yeah, if you ever see us go live, by all means, check it out. It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, I gotta go talk to Verizon over there down the road, but hopefully once we get it fixed, then we're all good, and then we have good times, and maybe Liquid will come over Chris's house,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he'll stream some stuff too,
Oh,
because
I
you know
plan on
what?
it.
Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have some good stuff involved for 2022. We're skirting on 22s. It's the way we live our lives, and that's the thing. I'm like, I want to do that, and I'm like, don't get me wrong. I want to get one emo fit next year. I want a deep V. All right, I want some skinny jeans. All right, because the thing is, I was never allowed to be an emo boy, even though I listen to the most emo music. all
Wait,
right?
why not? Why couldn't you?
Because high school
Oh, okay.
was treacherous, okay?
Okay.
And I went to a predominantly Spanish school. So if you did anything slightly out of the normal,
Right.
and guys, I know what you're thinking. If you guys are of a younger age, and why would that be an issue? Well, when I was going through high school, if you did anything slightly different, you were very gay. All right, and that meant you couldn't talk to any ladies, and your boy loved talking to the ladies. So you had to stay within a certain criteria. It's why I never told anyone I liked anime or I played video games or any of that, because anything off the path would instantly lead to trouble. Luckily, it's not that way anymore, but back in your day, your boys over here, we had some struggle we had to overcome.
Yeah,
okay?
dude, I would not tell people I played video games neither. Like, I would keep that shit quiet, and then when I would find it, like, people that would talk about video games, then I would let it rip with my knowledge of gaming, dude. And I don't mean Beyblade. Like, I remember being in high school when I finally like when I found the group that Josh was in, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh man, they love video games too. I'm like, cool, let me go talk to these guys. And yeah, I don't know what it was, but we were in auto tech, and we started talking. Then I started hanging out with them on lunch, and it kind of just took off from there. And I just kept playing video games, kept talking about them.
And here you are.
Yeah, and here I am still talking about them. Here I am talking about them, trying to talk about them to everybody, all of you all. I just love talking about it.
Yeah, okay, because it was one of those things hard. I always remember, because there was the nerdy kids. I'm like, how about this? They're not the nerd kids. They were being 100% honest.
Yeah,
They were the real ones, okay?
100%.
And I remember because they were talking about Legends of the Dragoon, and I just beat it. And they were saying it when I passed it, and I was like, what are y'all talking about? Because I heard Dart and Lavitz.
Oh,
and I was like,
nice. Sir
what'd you
Levitz.
say? And I was like, oh yeah, it's probably a game you never played. And then it hit me. It hit me, bro. Where I was just like, I beat that last week.
Yeah,
What disc are you on? I
You-
spit a little.
you little bitch.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm on disc 2. I was like, I beat it.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was like, what? And I remember because he was like, he would come up and talk to me about video games and shit like that. I remember because he was like the nerdiest, most honest child. And the thing is, I remember because I'd be like trying to be too cool for school. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, and he's like, yo, have you watched a new episode of Dragon Ball Z? And I'd be like, yeah, I watched that episode of
But
Dragon
I
Ball
can
Z.
imagine-
What's good?
I can imagine you like go like you're like, yeah, I already beat it. And some dude just challenges you like, well, prove it. And you just always keep a memory card on deck, and you just like you smack it on the table like if it's a domino piece. You're just like, Ka! Like,
Yeah, the thing is, he's like, wall him up to the part da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, well, after that, da-da-da-da-da.
you spoiled it for him. That's fucked up.
He tried me, bro. He tried me. He's like, well, I'm up to here. Standing there like his bullshit. I'm like, well, after that happens.
Wow.
All right. And I'm like, and I remember laying like, oh, okay. Because the thing is, they came at me like you probably don't know anything about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
yeah.
remember being so fucking offended. Thank you, bro. I remember being like, bitch. Like, don't get me wrong. There was nothing in school. All I did was talk to girls and get into fights when I was in fucking middle school. Okay. So I understand why they wouldn't think that I was out here playing
Right.
video games in my free time.
Right.
But your boy was on that JRPG grind. Horde.
Dude, it was so funny because when I would finally meet someone who was talking about video games, I would talk about them like in front of, let's say, like a girl that I was talking to, and then like she would instantly call me a nerd or something. I'm just like, you know what? That's fine. I don't care anymore. Like, it got to the point where I just stopped caring, and I was just like, yeah, I'm a nerd. I don't give a shit. I could be a drug addict, but no, I'm not. I'm a nerd.
I remember because it was after Frieza and Goku went Super Saiyan, and it was the most holy day where everybody just admitted they all watched Dragon Ball Z, and they were all talking about it, and all the girls are like, all of y'all watch this shit? Are y'all serious? And I remember it was just like, yes, we all watched Dragon Ball Z. Goku went Super Saiyan yesterday, and we all need to talk about it, bro. Legit, all day, every period, we like a different, like, yeah. So y'all watch Dragon Ball Z at every class because everyone wanted to talk about it. So the nerds would talk to the cool kids and like bro. It felt like the girls were completely left out that day.
Dude,
like it was like, yo, no, like. But the thing, oh, I'm sorry. There was one girl, and she was like, I thought that was gonna happen the other episode because of blah blah blah, and we were like, whoa.
What?
And then I remember because her name was Ashley, and she instantly like, you're part of the group now.
Yeah.
Like she became part of the cool kids because she said that shit, and I'm like, oh, she's like a cool girl. And I remember because unfortunately made other girls hate the shit out of her.
Oh, that sucks. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but she was like the homie girl.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
like not even not a homie hopper.
Right.
Like no, she's cool. And I remember because she had a long-standing boyfriend who was a total fucking nerd, who was always self-conscious about us, and we would have to be like, bro, you're cool, bro, you're cool.
Like,
Don't worry about
down.
it. Yeah, like don't flex. It's okay. No one's trying to holler at your girl. We just think she's cool. And I remember because oh my god, now you make me remember middle school dynamics right now.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we have a great show for you today.
Yeah,
We're
we do.
talking about Stalker. I already said Stalker, PlayStation, Ubisoft. Let's get right into it. And if you guys haven't noticed already, we're talking about Stalker.
Oh yeah.
And the NFT debacle. Liquid, you want to let these people know in on the deets of this all?
You damn right I do. All right, so Stalker 2. I want to give people just a little bit of insight of where we're starting off here. We first saw, or I guess we saw a good piece of Stalker 2 at E3 of this year, 2021, that is. And it looked amazing. I honestly think it was one of my favorite things that Xbox showed off on their live stream.
It was my top 3 most hyped games.
I think you have to put it on there. Like when I saw it, I'm like, wow, this looks cool. And dude, I'm just like, man, this is gonna be awesome when it comes out. I can't wait to play it. And then we get this bullshit. For those who don't know, so Stalker 2, it's like I don't even know what kind of game you would call it. I don't even know what kind of game it is. It's like just an open world.
It's like a first-person shooter, like campaign story game.
I was gonna say yeah, and it's based off of survival, and nuclear war, shit like that. This is like post-nuclear war. But just to give people a little insight of what's going on here, they're gonna include NFTs. I put Stalker 2 NFT/NPC, and the reason why, because GSC Game World. I know I get off on my own little titles here. And GSC Game World. Which is the studio behind Stalker 2. So they announced that there's going to be a bid for the first ever, what they call, quote, metahuman, unquote, which is just a fancy word for NFT in Stalker. This metahuman is essentially their label for NPC. So you can bid to become an NPC in the game. And then now I wanted to emphasize, because they specifically said you'll be able to be you could bid to be the first ever metahuman. They said first ever. I'm like, ooh, that means they probably have plans to do more of these, not just one. You know what I'm saying? So and they were gonna give the whole works. Apparently, they're gonna do the whole facial scan and everything. Your face will be in the game. Your actions will be in the game. Now the good thing is, after fan outcry, they took that shit out. They already said, yeah, it's not gonna happen. And they said any form of NFT is just not gonna happen. So thankfully they took it out. But after seeing Ubisoft and then seeing this happen, it's like these developers and I know it has to do with the investors. They just feel like they can just get away with almost anything, and it's pissing me the fuck off, dude. Like it really is. Like it's just like, what makes you think like these NFTs? First of all, I think NFTs are bad news. I think they're just a money laundering scheme. I don't know. They're just like, it's just so weird, dude. I don't even know why they're here. But now the gaming industry is trying to get into it. Like I said, investors want to line their pockets up with money. And granted, if you want to be, if you're a company, obviously you're here to make money. Obviously, that's okay. I get that. You know what I'm saying? You want to just make money, and that's what they're here for. But this is not the way to do it, dude. Like making a bid for the NFT. This is not. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me, and I don't think it should sit right with anybody. The fan outcry, perfectly fine. I think everyone should give them shit for it. This left such a nasty taste in my mouth that, like, I'm like, dude, Stalker 2, like, when that shit better hit good when it comes out, because the slightest of bullshit that I see, I'm probably not even gonna waste my time with it, dude, at this point.
Liquid, we are more or less on the same page. Stalker 2, amazing, phenomenal. The trailer looked great, it looked good. Yeah. This NFT debacle, what, like, no one saw it coming.
Right.
Like, there was so much goodwill towards this next game. Right. Think about it. This game is called Stalker 2. Did anyone really play Stalker 1? Never heard of it. No. That's just the way it was. But the thing is, we saw at E3 and this game looked amazing and fun, and we like bought in, especially with the promise of Game Pass and the people who are already adopted into this ecosystem. Mm-hmm. We're like, great, with more phenomenal top tier games on Game Pass, and then this happens, and it's just a huge like you have to let it out like an audible like grunt,
yeah,
because it's just like, you have something so good, don't be so horny for the money. You can put normal skins and stuff. We'll buy it if the content's good. Yeah. And we talked about this even last week. If you make a quality product, we will spend the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Halo, the franchise that I love the most, 343 found a way for me not to want to spend money on their game, because it feels so predatory. Right. Like, don't make me feel like you're trying to reach into my pocket and snatch $5 out. Be like, hey, we came out of quality content and you're having fun. This is some stuff. Because at minimum, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this game was right. You know, I should buy a couple of stuff, help the developer, let them know, hey, thank you. Because that's how most people are. When people like something, they don't have a problem spending money on it.
Right.
But this seems so like, hey, you have a chance to bid on it, but the more money, the better. And it's like, yo, dude, someone's gonna drop a ridiculous amount of money, and you're not gonna openly admit who has the top bidder, so people can keep on putting $5, $20, $10, even though someone put $100,000 on it, and that's what you're collecting on.
Right.
And it's just so gross.
Yeah, it's schemy as fuck.
That you would take advantage of your fan base before technically you have them.
Dude, that's so true. I never even thought of it like that, but that's so true.
Wow. Like, it's so gross. And you have to understand, like, this is not PS1, PS2 days.
No.
There is a lot of games that are begging us for their money. And then you're out here before your game's even out that you're doing all this. You have some balls.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is disgusting, offensive, like the thing is, because of this, and even though you reeled it back, you heard the voice of the people. No, what happened is that you realize that, like, oh shit, this is gonna fuck with our bottom dollar, so we're gonna retract. But if it didn't, you would have still kept business as usual, and you would have fucked over the small guy. So now, at a principle, I'm gonna play your game. I'm gonna play your game for what I pay for Game Pass, and at a principle, I will not spend a cent. And people are like, it's a great game. You know what's even better about playing the game? That I didn't spend a dime extra on this game.
Right.
And that's me. That's me on Game Pass. Don't fuck over the small guy, dude. I'm sorry. I don't speak for Liquid, but I feel like he's gonna be on the same page. I like to think that we're here, or a smaller channel here on YouTube, but we're here to talk to the small guy, all right? And I can't tell them to spend money on this kind of game because it's just so offensive. Like, there's so many other titles that are working hard and trying their best and ever pushing forward. Like, spend money on those games. Like, hey, dude, like even Halo right now, which started off as a debacle. All right, like, hey, like, but they're trying to change it. Like, hey, dude, we know we messed up. Here's how we're trying to fix it. And that kind of level of transparency shows that, like, they care. And, like, don't get me wrong, they're all still trying to make your money, but, like, don't make me feel like it's a business. Don't make me try to feel like you're reaching into my pocket and reaching out.
Right.
And that's what I feel like Stalker 2 is doing.
No, you're absolutely right, dude.
I'm sorry, like, I went on a rant.
No, that's great. I like your take on just, not spending any money. At this point, I don't even want to play the game. Like, I just, like, I'd rather, like, if it's great, if I hear good things, I'll give it a shot. But as of right now, dude, I'm so annoyed that I'm just like, I don't even want to touch it, dude, at all.
Well, I'm gonna play the game because I know. But Liquid, if you don't want to play the game, and I take the L, and I play Stalker 2,
yeah,
then I'll do it for the kids at home and for you, my buddy. But, like, yeah, this is a terrible way. Like, you gained so much goodwill, and you decided to throw it away.
Right.
For, like, 0.5 in an audience, I might add. People don't even know. You know how many people I have to explain to what an NFT actually is?
Dude, I barely know what a fucking NFT actually is, dude. Oh my god.
And you did it for 0.5 of an audience that understands.
Right.
Like, it's so small, the audience, and I get it that, like, maybe if we introduce it to people, they'll understand and thus spend more money. I get it, but the thing is, gamers have always, since the beginning of time, been a sketchy bunch. And there's something we think that might be bad, we will just be 100% against. I hate to bring it back up, but even Halo. Remember when the Halo campaign trailer came out, we saw the grapple hook and we're like, what the hell is this? I don't know about this. This is terrible. And now it's the best thing in the game. But just let you know, that's how fickle gamers are. They're like, yeah, it turned out to be the best thing, but the thing is, we didn't know.
Right.
So until we know, we think it's trash and garbage.
Right. Yeah. No, it's a great point. Great point. I got nothing else to add on that. I don't know if you do. Anything else you want to say?
I don't know.
I know you went off.
I can continue. I kind of did go off. I'm sorry. Like,
no, it's great, dude. That's great.
Okay.
Like, deservingly so, dude. It just sucks, dude. It's just so terrible. I hate that this is being introduced into our games. I hate like this is like the cool new thing to do, and it's such bullshit, dude. But whatever.
I'm glad it failed with Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm glad it failed with this, and I'm glad it failed with Ubisoft. Thus, our next topic, Ubisoft.
Right.
They said it, Liquid. Tell the kids. They said it, you say it.
So, I put in my title, Ubisoft, they announced a new Splinter Cell. Not really. The reason why I say not really is because it is essentially I guess it is a reboot, so I guess it is a new one, but they keep talking about the original Splinter Cell. They came up with a video. It was like an 8-minute video, and don't get me wrong, I watched the entire thing. I thought it was like whatever, But yeah, they're just essentially remaking the Splinter Cell series. They're starting off from scratch, I guess, is what it seems like. I don't even know if I highly doubt Michael Ironside will be coming back to reprise the role. The dude's got old now. I mean, if you're gonna restart the series, you kind of gotta make him young again, I'd imagine. But yeah, they made a little interview montage. Essentially, it was just a video of them jerking themselves off about their previous work on the original series. They talked about lights and shadows and how amazing it looked in the game at the time, and they talked about how the whole stealth action around it. The thing is, here's the disconnect that I felt after watching this video and them jerking themselves off. It was the original team members that made the original Splinter Cell series. That's not the same team that makes Blacklist, who's making this remake. So what the fuck does that matter? What was this whole video about? Why did I watch this 8-minute video? All right. On top of that, they're in early stages, so we're probably not gonna see this for God knows how long.
2025.
Is that what they said, or is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
And you're
for the microtransaction.
I think you're 100% right, dude. Why would they even bring this? I mean, I know why they brought this up. They brought this up because they're obviously, with the, like we said last week, NFTs. They need to get some loyalty back from the audience. They've been on a train of just fucking up, of just destroying any little faith or goodwill they have with the community. You're talking about with the games like X Defiant that came out. That was just a fucking trash fire. And then you got this stuff, the Ubisoft NFTs, that obviously didn't play well. How did you think it was going to play well if you did? And it's just like, dude, so you made an 8-minute video. You waste time, resources. You got this old team who talked about the glory days of Splinter Cell, and then the team that's pretty much making the series, this remake, not even really shown on this video. So again, why should I give a fuck? That's really the question when it comes down to it. Why should I give a fuck? It seems like Ubisoft don't give a fuck. So why should I? Oh God, dude.
It seems so obvious. It's a grab and nostalgia. That's why they brought these old men out and they brought them out of retirement. And this could have been a moment where they passed the baton. We're like, hey, we feel that this developers have what we feel and push it forward and do this stuff, but it just felt so disjointed and disgenuine.
Oh yeah,
it was offensive to the senses. And it's just Ubisoft trying to grab any goodwill they can, because they know for the next 5 years they have a hard 5 years in front of them.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because this game needs to come out. Assassin's Creed just came out with DLC, but it's like this fantasy Assassin's Creed thing. They know there's like, hey, it's not canon, but it is what it is. But look how cool it is. And people are like, why are you doing this? But more Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed was probably the last good game, or like probably the last good game you've been making. And it just shows how Ubisoft right now is in full panic mode.
Oh yeah, dude, I expect it to go down. Like, I don't know. But go ahead.
No, I expect massive layoffs, unfortunately, because no one wishes mass layoffs off of these people. These people work hard. These people are great developers, not even developers, like accountants, the people in the middle that we don't even know about. They really grind out every day. But Ubisoft's leadership is such a sorry state. Not even like it's their business model. It's just they're not worried about making phenomenal games. They're worried about making games that will be a vehicle for us to spend money.
Right.
They forgot how it is. Like, they forgot about gamers.
They forgot about fun.
They forgot about you and me.
That's the fun aspect.
They forgot about fun.
I think 100%.
Like, if I have a fun game, I don't mind spending money. You know how much money I spent on Halo? And it's not because I'm such a fanboy. It's because I've loved the game, and I'm like, oh no, I don't have a problem. Here you go.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I'm saying?
Same here. I'm having fun. That's why I'm willing to spend the money, because I'm having fun. And I'm like, might as well look cool while I'm having fun. Like, oh, dude, like, it's just, again, like, I think they're backpedaling. Yes, absolutely. As you said, there's probably going to be layoffs. Ubisoft's in a tough spot, deservingly so. They put themselves in this situation. And even to add, like, I know you mentioned the Assassin's Creed fantasy thing. They've been doing this with Far Cry for the longest. Like, as far as their DLC, it's usually some kind of fantasy thing. It's not really tied to the story, or at least a lot of it it's not. Which I don't think that's too bad. I think you can get away with that. However, fans of Assassin's Creed want the story of Assassin's Creed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little one. That's the one you don't really mess with. So, yeah, dude. Man, I wouldn't be surprised. Like you said, I know you said layoffs. I feel like it's gonna go further than that. I don't think they're gonna be able to recover for some reason. Like, I just get this gut feeling that it's just too little, too late.
I know. You see, this is where I would have to disagree with you, because there is a top quality talent at Ubisoft. I feel like Ubisoft is the biggest enemy of Ubisoft, because right now Ubisoft has great development. There's great franchises there, like Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six is them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they do Rainbow
right?
Six.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. Like Ghost. These are games that are synonymous through time, that have they still matter. And Tom Clancy, let's just say Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of stuff here, name-wise matters. If you make a quality game, you let that some bitch marinate.
Right.
Then Ubisoft is 2 or 3 great games away from being back on top.
Yeah, I mean, you might be right. You might be right, but I know they're supposed to be coming out with the Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle part, the sequel to it. That's on the table as well. So who knows? Maybe that just takes off. I did like the first one, so maybe they recover from that, or maybe we start seeing the recovery from that. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yes, and I agree with you 100%, Liquid. I think you bring up a phenomenal point, where like this could be the beginning of that. While they're on their back step, this is a step forward. Maybe they balance out, and unfortunately, I truly do feel like people are going to lose their jobs, and it sucks. Like,
Yeah,
no one ever
suck.
wants that for anybody. But like, they went too close to the sun.
Yeah,
I get it. The money's there, and you're a business. You're trying to do all that stuff, but you have to understand you're in the entertainment business, and your number one job is not to make money; it's to entertain me, and that's what makes you the money.
right. No, you're absolutely right. Do we have anything else to say on Ubisoft and their crap?
You'll never be as good as Metal Gear.
They did say that in the video. Chris is referencing that one of their videos. They said Splinter Cell was their attempt to take on the god that is Metal Gear. Well, that's fine, respectful. You know what I'm saying? At least they were being respectful about it. Calling Metal Gear a god, yeah, you better believe it. Absolutely. By the way, if you're a fan of the Metal Gear series and you want to see more, dude, consider $1 to our Patreon. You can go see. We made a Metal Gear tier list. It's gonna go up here, or it just went up actually at the same time as this video. So check it out.
I can't preface enough. It's Liquid's tier list. I may have
It's
wanted to change
the
a couple things there.
ultimate tier list. It's the Metal Gear tier list. The MGTL, dude. And I'm not talking about Mega Gym Tan Laundry. Anyways, Chris, I want to talk about PlayStation now. However, before I do that, you know what? Last week we didn't do it, but this week I feel I want to do it. Let's kick it to the lot.
Liquid, I'm gonna let you run the lot a little bit because I need it so bad.
Absolutely, I'm here for you. I'm gonna run right through it, baby.
Hey, it's not that I don't love you. It's just that I need to care about you. Fuck yeah.
All right. So while Chris is exposing himself in the bathroom, let's go through this lot here. Let's see. For those who don't know, the lot is our list of transactions. I mentioned earlier, you donate $1 to our Patreon, and then you're part of the lot. We can give a shout out to either your name, your channel, whatever you do, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, you name it, we'll do it here. So to start us off here, we've got Alex, aka King Shadow _1. That's his name on Twitch. Check him out. He just wrapped up Final Fantasy 14. That was a blast. He's been playing a lot of Halo lately. He lost his Onyx. He's getting his he's on Diamond 6, but he's working back at it. Then we have Jessica. Jessica, thank you so much. She always continues to support. Definitely love her for that. And then we have Nung. Nung always forgets it. Apparently, she seems to forget. Oh, Chris is back.
Oh my god, by the way, I can run back. First of all, Jessica, I found a nickname for her.
Oh.
We're gonna use her actual name. It's Asimina. So, Asimina, that's how we're gonna talk about you. There you go. You've been teaching me a lot about Greek mythology lately.
Oh, okay. Greek mythology, so like Kratos and them.
Yep. And Nung, she doesn't watch the show, but I'm gonna call her the Great Forehead because my girl's forehead is the size of Wisconsin.
That is fucked up. I'm gonna continue here. Then we have Patrick, aka Patty Cakes. How you doing, brother?
Patrick.
Let's go. I want to hear this.
Fucked up.
Oh, what? What do you do?
He asked me for relationship advice, expecting me to be on his side. And I told him he was in the fucking wrong. I'm not gonna get into the details. Just know, Patrick, you know what I said. You know I'm right. And it's funny because he's like, well, now that I say it up, I totally understand. And I was like, yeah, Patrick, tie the fuck up.
We'll figure it out, Patrick. I believe in you, brother.
Don't believe it, and believe in me.
Next on this, we have Andres, also known as Daddy Warbucks Online on PlayStation. Check him out. Always doing big.
Bro, that's my boy over there. He calls me. I'm like, hey, don't call the boss. Call me and I'll help you. So like not Patrick. Andres will call me. He's like, hey, Chris, I'm like, well, dude, this and that. Oh, okay, thanks. So right now she's like, oh, he's been doing. She told me like, oh, he's been doing really good. I was like, yeah. I'm like, she don't know about all the phone calls she's not getting. It's coming to me.
That's nice. That's funny.
Mm-hmm. No, I gotta help my boy out.
Next on the list, we have Liz.
You know, like, it's funny because she messaged me the other day. She's like, da, 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 and then I never met her again.
The thing is, you say I've met her before, I believe, and
you met her 3 times.
I still feel like I've never seen her in my life, but you know what? I love you. I love you just because of you support us, and I really do love you.
You know, Liquid. Since we know our Patreons, you know what we should do? We should throw a Patreon party.
Oh, Patreon party? Like Patreon invites only? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
That might be a thing, dude. We might have to do something like that.
Bro, legit, we should do that.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll work on it. We got some meetings coming up. We'll work that out.
We'll videotape it so you guys who aren't patrons will see in the future like, oh, wait, this is the fun I could be having?
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. Next on the list, we have Ani, my significant other.
Hey, Ani, happy birthday, dog.
Happy birthday. Then we have Josh, aka Infinite Neo on Twitch.
Josh, you know, he's going through the Halo campaign, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Hearing every aspect of it,
Yeah.
you know, through Josh's eyes and seeing other people, not to people who are so hardcore like myself, and like Josh will tell me things, and I'm like, cool, man. And I'm really enjoying Josh's take on Halo.
I really enjoy seeing the sweet gift he bought his son. So yeah, that was pretty cool. You got Mario Kart Live Tour.
You mean what Santa Claus got him?
Oh yeah, sorry, Santa Claus.
Yeah, be cool.
Then we have Justin Angel. Oh, I gotta be cool now. Justin Angel Torres, aka Tampa Cornflake. The Halo God himself. The Halo's best kept secret. Is that no? Am I giving too much?
Yeah, there you go.
Too much? Damn, that's messed up.
Boy ain't doing that good.
That's
like, if we gotta be being real, dog. Let's just say there's a couple names who might be consistently doing better.
Oh wow.
I digress.
Lucid?
I'm not one of them.
Oh, okay.
But maybe on the microtransaction, someone else is. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I wonder who that is. He might be wearing a red tank top. Anyway.
Next on the list we have Matt. Your brother Matt.
Someone felt uncomfortable. I was talking about Liquid. Anyway.
No, he wasn't. I'm talking about Lucid.
The second best there is. The second best there was. The second best there ever will be. My brother Matt.
Oh man, that's good stuff. And then Chris, we have the best friend, my Dead Space 3 partner in crime, Thoughty2 Hottie, aka Ivan. Ivan the man. What's up? I'm an Ivan boy.
You know, it's funny because I don't know. He'll watch this weeks from now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he was gone at work for a week, and he was sorely missed.
Oh, really? At work? On the job site?
Yes, because there was stuff doing. I guess I'll do it. I'm like, does Ivan normally do it? He's like, yeah, Ivan. And it's just like,
Wait, so
you
Ivan does
realize
this shit that nobody wants?
no, Ivan more
That
or
nobody
less.
wants to do, I'm saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just Ivan's. It's just so funny seeing people like, I did this. I'm like, who normally does that? Ivan. And I'm like, oh, and it's just it's real interesting because it's like everybody wants to like. There's one super toxic person at work, and like he tries to suck people. You know, he's the kind of person that tells you how hard he works while he's doing nothing.
Dude. You hate those people.
And it's just like he's like, yeah, it's just funny seeing it happen in real time. I'm like, oh man, the only bad thing is I'm like, Ivan won't be here to appreciate it.
Right.
I'm like,
man, that's
well.
Well, at least he knows now, right? At least he knows now. But I think that does it for the list here.
We love you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
We love you all. We much appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the dream, and just thank you for your money. No, thank you for supporting. I appreciate it. It's much appreciated.
Thank you for your money.
Love you so much.
All I care about your money. I hate all of you, but I love your money.
All right. So let's get back into the show here. Let's get back into the swing of things. We talked about Stalker. We talked about Ubisoft. Oh, Chris, you good there?
Am I?
I don't know. Okay. Next thing we got. So I put in the title PS5 plates up. All right. So Sony unveiled the PlayStation 5 side plates. For those who don't know, it's these plastic plates. They call them console covers. All right. And they also announced controllers with multiple colors available. The colors consist of purple, pink, teal, red, and black. However, right now, black and red are available for pre-order on the PlayStation Store website. They'll be available, or at least they'll be shipping out on January 21st of 2022 for a retail price of $54.99. Now, Chris, I want to get into this. Let me start this off, please. This bugs me. Okay, this bugs me.
Why?
First of all, they're just colors. They're not even themes. I'm a huge fan. So this takes me back to Xbox 360, the golden years, right? Oh yeah, I know. We're going back in time. Xbox 360, the golden years. You got these face plates, and you can swap them out. And they were awesome. You swap them with whatever game is your favorite, you know, and it looked cool. It just add a little pizzazz to your little piece of artwork for your Xbox 360. I love that. They were cheap, they were affordable, and they were easily swappable. Suddenly your 360 now had a little bit of pizzazz to it. I love that.
A little bit of character. Everyone knew when you were at a LAN party which one was your Xbox.
Right, exactly. So PlayStation is doing something very similar. And don't get me wrong, I like the idea. I do. I really do. However, these side panels are not doing it for me. I don't just want colors. Look, this is Blade. All right. So essentially, it's just this. It's these white pieces. You know what I'm saying? White plastic. All right. That's essentially what it is. That's all you're changing out. Don't get me wrong. I think the red and black looks pretty dope, and the black on black looks pretty dope. I get that. I want themes though, dude. I've seen people on TikTok. Maybe TikTok spoiled me. I don't know. But they would do they would like dip the things in where you get like these little like stickers, essentially like a vinyl almost. And they would do some cool stuff, dude. You talked about Dragon Ball Z earlier. I've seen a like Goku one. It looked cool as hell, dude. And I think they look dope. PlayStation, I need you to do something with these, man. First party, I need you to do something with these plastics and make it, you know what I'm saying, make it themed, and then I'd be all for it, dude. This $54.99 for just a basic color does not do it for me. Chris, you gotta back me up. What's going on, dude? I need to know what you're thinking.
I couldn't disagree with you more. Dyke. Zyke,
Oh.
this is terrible. What year are we in?
Dude.
Where you think this is it's a different color, so it's worth all this money. I know it's hard to find a PS5 right now. Here's $60, the cost of a video game, and here you go. You like the color blue? Here. It's fucking terrible.
It is.
This is not good. It is so tone deaf. They sued somebody else for doing what they were gonna do already. As rudimentary as this is,
Right. Deep Brand, might I add. It was Deep Brand who they went after.
and it is just, it is boring.
Yeah.
This reeks of PS3, Sony, and to me this is the nail in the coffin, where I'm like, yo, we're in full Sony arrogance. This is not like, oh, they're getting to Sony arrogance. We are just there now. From this illustrious, beautiful pantheon of video games and consoles that came before, the PS5, I feel like, will eventually be a black eye for Sony. I think they're getting a little big to their britches. They want to be Nintendo, and they're not Nintendo. I'm sorry, you don't have Mario.
Right.
And I hate to be the guy that fucking says it, but someone's gotta be, and it's Chris at the Microtransaction. It's not like we don't have the consoles. It's not like Chris won't buy the console someday, but like, damn it, dude. You want to be Nintendo, you're not Nintendo. I'm sorry. And spending video games worth to make those side two panels a bland, different color? No. It doesn't change, and like, it's not worth that much. And the fact that you went after a third-party developer that would eventually surpass you, because they were at stage 1, it just shows how threatened you are by competition. And honestly, I'm gonna just say it. I'm worried about the state of Sony. I'm sorry. Because like, they're so, to me, I feel like they're at a point of strength, but they're talking like they're at a point of weakness.
That's a good point. I love that saying, actually, because yeah, like, they went after D-Brand, and D-Brand, I think, even had better looking skins. The thing is, D-Brand wasn't even, I don't even think the whole thing was like, it was just a big sticker is what D-Brand offered. I think it's just a sticker that they offer. So they're not even doing exactly what you're doing, Sony, but you still went after them. And they even had carbon fiber, if I'm not mistaken. Like, dude. And then you give us these basic neon colors. Look, 54, and then at $54.99, dude, what are you doing? Like, look, I get it. PlayStation 5, like Chris said, it's hard to find. If you want to change your color, by all means, blah blah blah. Honestly, I would, if this was a different themed, like just a whole PlayStation 1 first party, or I'm sorry, PlayStation first party game, I'd be all for it. I still don't know if the $54.99 is so a hard pill to swallow. I don't know if I'd be willing to give that much, but it would at least be a better selling point than just a color. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you remove these plastics, boom, you got a whole new color. They're just plastic, dude. You're. I guess my biggest problem is the price. $54.99 for 2 pieces of plastic. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I hate it. Chris mentioned the arrogance. Yes, I agree. Like, you have, the thing is, you still have momentum from PS4. You're still, you're still
rightfully deserved, by the way.
Right. Yeah, no, you're still relevant. Yet you're making these moves, and you're making these choices, and you're speaking as if your backs are against the walls. Like, this is something, dude. It just, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know what to think.
And then, like, yo, I'm wearing an Xbox shirt. But the thing is, your boy was a huge fan of the PS4 era, because that was something special in gaming. That 100 years from now, we will talk about how amazing PS4 was.
Yeah.
And what it meant to gaming, and what it meant to the future of gaming. Why do you do this basic shit? How about, I don't know, look at my screen. Look at your rich history that you have. Do one of these. Have fun with your product. Make people steep themselves in, like, oh, this is one of the the emblems they didn't use, but it's pretty cool, right? And use it towards your console and be like, oh man, like, you know, you're right. Like, make people fall in love. Like, you had an opportunity, but what did you do? You gave the color red. Like, you're better than that. You're Sony. Fucking act like it.
Right.
Why are they acting like cowards? I don't get it.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's there's no reason behind it. There's nothing like they're like just.
I'm gonna say, you think Game Pass is putting the heat on them like this?
Well, I think Game Pass has already put the heat on them, and that's why we're getting Spartacus. For those who don't know what Spartacus is, or one of our older episodes, you'll be able to see it. It's there.
Give him the small bit of it.
It's just essentially Game Pass on PlayStation, with more of PlayStation's first-party titles. Just a little different there. And again, there's even a smaller, there's like a 10-minute video on it that we posted up here. So it talks all about Spartacus and just our thoughts about it. I think Game Pass has been putting the heat on it. Game Pass, and I think PlayStation's response to Game Pass is just so far too late that they do feel like they have to do these kind of minute piece, like this minute bullshit, essentially, that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it doesn't help anyone at this point. So yeah, I think Game Pass might play a part in it, and honestly, I think a lot of these colors are just sort of them milking the consumer, just trying to take as much as they can from the consumer. I have to admit that's exactly what it is. I feel like Xbox One did it back in when Xbox One came out. I feel like they did it with their hardware, with purposely, like, you have to buy a Connect with the Xbox One, and you have to buy the adapter to have your modern day headsets to be compatible with your controller, that sort of crap. And yeah, this is almost no different. This is like, granted, I get we don't have to have any of these things to work, but it's such a stupid move, and you could be spending these time and resources on so many other things, dude, that would be just more relevant to the industry.
You can make an amazing God of War panels showing Kratos and Atreus.
Could you imagine?
And double the price of it for $120, and people wouldn't have a problem spending the money.
Mm-hmm.
Here, like, hell yeah, go back in the day, go to like Killzone, not even a title anymore, but show that off. And like oh my god, I'm forgetting the with Nathan Hale. What's the game?
Oh, Resistance. Go back to the Resistance.
Show the history of PlayStation. Like, you know what? These are Sony titles that I love, that I grew up with. And let me decide how I want my living room to look like through the gift of PlayStation. And it's just, and you could double the price and people wouldn't care. We wouldn't be having the same conversation right now if these were themes. Right. They are just colors. This is what third-party people do. This is not what Sony does. I need Sony to act like Sony, who won last gen by a landslide. I need them to be those winners, because right now they're acting like a bunch of fucking losers.
Yeah. And dude, look at all this real estate. You mentioned what they could, look at all of this real estate they could work with. They could put a whole, dude, I can imagine just Kratos. Look how big, look compared to my head. I can imagine Kratos, like, on him. Would you, like, Kratos, Nathan Drake, Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. And
Ellie.
Yeah, wait, Ellie from Last of Us. Ellie and Joel, you know what I'm saying? Why not? You know, hell, or put Ellie on one side, Joel on the other. You know how sick that would be, dude? I don't know, man.
I would happily pay $100 to have my PS5 look like that.
Yeah.
The franchises I love.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I think
Banjo-Kazooie.
I guess.
No, love it.
Not on PlayStation though. It was never on a PlayStation title.
What's the
Ratchet and Clank?
Oh, What Ratchet and Clank? The guy with the shorts.
Guy with the shorts.
Oh my god, I forget. I'm blanking on his name.
Okay.
It starts with a B.
It starts with a B. A guy. Oh, Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. There you go. You can do Crash.
Yeah, you could do Crash, dude. Now, and yeah, like I said, like I think Resistance and Killzone might be a little bit of a stretch, only because I think people will be like, oh, they're gonna make a new Killzone. They're gonna make a new Resistance.
And if you were Sony, maybe. Do you care enough? Put your money where your mouth
No,
is.
I feel like if you do make a new Resistance, absolutely you do that. Absolutely. Like if you have one in the works, sure, you keep that chatter up. You let people speculate and think if it's in the works. Absolutely.
Because they're talking about your product, and that's all what you want. You
Right.
you want your product to be the conversation. You want it to be trending on Twitter. Are you gonna make no plans of it? No. But do you want people to talk about it? Yes. Like maybe does people want it? I don't know, because we did put out these plates, but no one really bought them. And then boom, people start buying them, and you're
Right.
like,
Wow, what a great problem.
You play them like a fiddle, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I got nothing else on this. What do you got? Anything else? Are we done here with PlayStation?
More or less, but I'm gonna just echo what I said before.
please.
I need Sony act like the winner of the console generation they are.
Right.
Sony is winning, and with no video game. Stop acting like you're a fucking loser.
Stop acting like Apple. Essentially, stop acting like Apple. That's really what it comes down to.
Stop acting like Stadia. You're not Stadia. You're Sony.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that being said, I think that's going to wrap us up for today here. We had a lot to talk about. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. But, Chris, any parting words you have for the people back at home before we let them go for the holidays?
Just want to say again that we will be off for the next 2 years, or next 2 weeks.
God damn, we're taking a long-ass break.
But we're taking off for the last 2 weeks to spend time with your family and loved ones. And if you've missed us so much, please go back, watch the content, go back, like all the stuff. But yet again, just more importantly, happy holidays. You know, do what you love. And let's just say you hate your family, play more video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what makes you happy in this holiday season.
Right. Yes. And I couldn't agree with Chris more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave you all with this. Love each other. Take care. If you celebrate the holidays, hey, have fun. Be cool. If you don't, still enjoy your day. Have fun. Be cool. This, of course, has been a Microtransaction. We'll see you next year.
Happy holidays!